Most black women do not have long hair. They do not have long natural hair. Black hair. Okay. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Hold up, I need a little bit more Vivi's Cosmetics, okay? I'm telling you, get you some. I just ran out and I had to get a new one, okay? This is literally my favorite lip gloss right now. How have you guys been? It's been a while. So, I am making this video tonight. It's literally nighttime. It's 10:56 p.m. 10:56, right? And I'm making this video because honestly, I just came from work. After I was done with my client today, I saw this video and I'm like, I have to kind of react to this, but also I feel like as a natural hairstylist, like I have to like kind of talk about this video. I saw it on TikTok. I'm not even gonna put the person's at because I don't want y'all coming for her or anything, because that's not what I'm doing, y'all. I promise that's not what I'm doing. I'm not coming for her in any way, because you will see in this video I will kind of explain myself a little bit more. But yeah, without further ado, just let's get into the video.
C-L-A-Z-T-Y, that's crazy with the I-C-T-Y, that's easy, ay, 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 ay.
I will be playing part of it and respond like by each part because she said a lot in there, okay? She said a lot. So we're gonna go little by little. Let's see. In this video, she was stitching someone else. So I was trying to stitch it on TikTok, but it's not allowing me because she already stitched someone else's video. I think that's why it's not allowing me to do so. But nonetheless, it's good. I guess it just wanted me to make a video for y'all, okay? So let's let it play. No, it's not the same. White women bleaching their hair or straightening their hair is not the same as what we do. And I'm going to go there. So she's kind of right in that part. Our hair is completely different. I know the sister's going to pretend they don't understand what I'm saying. This woman. But I'll just say anybody's hair can get damaged from bleach and or color. Talked about how she had a head full of natural hair. Most black women do not have long hair. They do not have long natural hair. Black hair. Okay, that's the first part. She went and said, not even some, y'all. She said, most black women don't have long natural hair. As a natural hairstylist, this whole video kind of like, get me to do a video. Okay, the first point. Most black women don't have long natural hair. First of all, define long. Like, what's long to you? Is long up to your back, up to your butt? Like, what's long? Like, what's long hair? That's one. I don't think I agree with most black women. I don't know, because depending on how you define long, I would say a lot of my clients, at least their hair is up to their shoulder, okay? And I think that's a good amount of length. That's a good amount of length. If I were to flatten their hair or make it straight, it would appear really long. We have to understand that our hair texture is different from someone with straight hair. Like, we have tight coils. A lot of us, right, have tight coils. So of course our hair is not gonna show its correct length. You're gonna think your hair is short. A lot of my clients think their hair is short until they come to me, either when I blow dry it or as I'm twisting their hair before it shrinks back up, right? They're like, oh my gosh, like I did not know my hair was this long. And I know there's a chart out there for C, everybody think they're 4C, but y'all, there's also 4B, there's 3C, there's 3A. A lot of y'all are in that 3 something category, but you think you're 4C. I'm not even gonna touch that one because I know y'all a little sensitive with that. Back to what I was saying. A lot of us have tight coils, tight curls, right? So because of that, our hair shrinks, especially when we wet it or we put like product that contains water in it and moisture. It shrinks. Depending on the weather outside, it shrinks. That does not mean our hair is short, y'all. I have a client, her hair is literally like this size, like a small afro. But when you stretch that hair out, her hair is long. But she don't gotta walk around with like her hair stretched out if she doesn't want to. You know? But anyways, let's continue to listen. But I don't agree with most women don't have long hair. It depends on what long means to you. Also, beware that we have tight curls, a lot of us. And I know a lot of women, I have a good amount of clients whose hair are past at least their shoulder or past their shoulder. So let's continue.
Black hair does not grow.
Let's continue. Maybe she'll add more to that statement. Black hair does not grow. Let's give her some grace.
Does not grow at the same speed as other races. If you are one of the
Okay, I'm glad I allowed her to kind of fix it, but I don't think she really fixed it. Again, I'm not coming for her. I'm just trying to tell you guys things from my point of view as a natural hairstylist. My point of view. And I think a lot of other people can agree with me, right? And she said, yeah, she was like, our hair doesn't grow. But then she goes on to say, not as long as people with straight hair. Or as fast. I don't necessarily agree with that. Our hair grows. Now, it depends on how you maintain your hair. That makes a huge difference, okay? But our hair grows. It depends on how you maintain it. If you're detangling it when it's wet or when it's dry, that can cause breakage. If you're detangling dry, if you're putting the right products in your hair, that can help you maintain the length. So yes, our hair grows. Our hair grows. Except, of course, in some cases, if you have some problem on your scalps, like let's say dermatitis, or you have alopecia or alopecia areata in some areas where it stopped growing, then okay, I understand that's a totally different thing. But as long as that area is not bald and it doesn't have any like fuzzy hair at all, then your hair grows. Our hair grows. And we just don't notice it as much because, again, we have tight curls. Our hair shrinks. Shrinkage is good, y'all. Our hair is not straight, okay? So shrinkage shows that your hair is healthy. Your hair, if you were naturally born with like curly, coily hair, then shrinkage is good. That means your hair's elasticity is good, okay? That means your hair is not damaged, your hair is not breaking, you don't have heat damage, because if it stays straight, then there's a problem. If you wasn't born with straight hair and your hair turned straight, you will be like I would be concerned. Honestly, because I know that's not natural for me. So yeah, so our hair grows. And when, like, my clients a lot of times say, I feel like my hair is not growing. But when you see your hair grows more is, let's say, you do color. I have a client, I did a color for her like last year, and the amount of new growth that she has now is ridiculous. And she's like, oh my gosh, I did not know my hair grows as fast. Because if your hair is one color, you might not see it grow as fast. If you're not blow drying it to measure it, if you're not flat ironing it all the time, you're not gonna know if it grows. If you always have it in a puff, like if you have it in a twist and you stretch out the twist, then you might see. But if you're not doing that, of course it's gonna look like your hair is not growing, okay? Because a lot of times it's not as noticeable. Another way my clients also realize that their hair grow is especially if they have locks. A lot of my clients know this. A lot of my lock clients, they come to me like every 4-6 weeks. And when you have locks, especially with interlocking, you will see the new growth. Like you will see like how fast or how slow your hair grows. And some of my clients grow faster than others. And they have similar hair textures. They're both African American, and it's still different rates. So everybody's body is different. It's very different. It depends on how you're nurturing your body, the things you put in your body. That can slow down speed up your hair growth. If you're taking vitamins, if you're taking hair pills or hair vitamins, if you're, it depends on your lifestyle too. If you're working out, that helps. Everything that happening inside of you will also show in your hair. That's why a lot of times when we're stressed, our hair kind of falls out sometimes. But anyways, the moral of the story is our hair does grow. All right. Okay, next part.
Unicorns where you can cut your hair one day, and in 2 months or 3 months you got inches. You know you're a rare breed. When we cut our hair, that's it. It's gonna take a little while for it to grow. Damage or undamaged. Drinking water or not drinking water. Why do you think one of the major ways to make money is to sell black women growth oils? Even
I want to speak on that. Let me put my phone down. I want to speak on that. Yo, no, because I think it's because I'm excited to talk about this. She said, why do you think... Let's listen one more time.
From Madam C.J. Walker to right now, you want to...
Okay, she was like, why do you think something about the fastest way to sell stuff is to promote that it grows black hair, right? Or black women's hair. Yo, I mean... I agree with her in a way. I don't know if it's something instilled in our mind or it's something that's been, because they know that we want to grow our hair so much, they live off of that. And they're like, oh my gosh, I know she want to grow her hair, so I'm going to tell her this oil grows her hair. I'm going to tell her this is going to make her have inches overnight. And can I tell you something? I make oil. Before I say that, right? Look, I'm not trying to bash nobody. I promise I am not. I'm not gonna knock down your business because I make oil too. Okay? I make oil. I have Crazy Beauty oils. I sell oils and my clients use some of my oils and they know this. I tell them this. I make sure to tell them this. Started making oils years ago. It started with me trying to find something that would help with my scalp because I had really bad dandruff. I still kind of do, but it's not as bad now. But before, it was bad. I could not go past 2 weeks without washing my hair. It was so annoying. And I would buy so many things, anti-itch stuff, all these things. They would tell me, yes, it will help you. It never did. It never did, y'all. I used to be in school scratching and it just flakes everywhere and I feel so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope people don't think I'm sick, this lights is coming out my hair or something, So I started mixing stuff, experimenting with oils, right? So the first batch I made for myself, for my mom, and then it started growing more. I started experimenting more and started giving out to people. And they ended up liking it. And then there's a recent batch that I made. It's all sold out now. So I had to go make more. So yes, I do make oils. And I get it. I get it. However, I never promote my oils as growth oils. Because I know that's not a thing. I'm not trying to match nobody. Don't come for me, y'all. Don't come for me. Don't come for me, okay? I mean, yes, there are some ingredients if you put in that oil that might help stimulate your scalp. And in a way, it might help because it's helping stimulate your scalp. And when you put it, if you're massaging your scalp, then it might give the hair more room to flourish, right? But I do not promote my oils as hair growth oil. And people ask me this. And I'm being very honest with them because I don't think that's what's going to grow your hair. If I just hand you a bottle of oil and I'm just put this on every day or every night, and I don't tell you how to maintain your hair and maintain that length and take care and comb out and use a leave-in conditioner, do protective styles. If I just hand you a bottle of oil, right, and you just put it and then you just leave your hair out, you're not doing anything to it, I know you're not gonna maintain that length. I know your hair is not gonna grow because you're not taking care of it. So there's a lot that comes with it. So people would ask me, when they find out people buy oils from me and they're like, oh my gosh, you sell oils? I'm like, yes, I do. And they straight up ask me, so is it gonna make my hair grow fast? I look at them and I say, no. I say I can't guarantee you that. I mean, I'm not saying it won't, but I can't guarantee you that. Yes, I have a lot of things that I put in there. When I was doing my oils, I wanted something that would help stimulate my scalp. That will, I know that I put things in there that helps with inflammation, like things that will help my scalp not get irritated, quickly. So I put all these ingredients in there, and I tell them, I'm not telling you your hair's gonna grow overnight. However, I have a lot of ingredients in there that can help your scalp conditions, right? That can help your scalp and eventually help your hair, right? Because hair grows out of your scalp, so that's a way for it. Like that's where it passed through to like be this beautiful and luscious, right? So I'm thinking if I'm helping your scalp, then that eventually helps your hair. But I do not guarantee. Again, I do not guarantee that your hair will grow overnight. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say about that. That's why every time like someone think, oh my gosh, this hair growth oil grows my hair, I'm like, a lot of times it's hereditary. Yeah, it's your mom has a lot of hair, so you have a lot of hair. So I don't know, y'all. So that's why you have to be very careful with the internet. Very, very careful. So to that point, I kind of agree with her. Because we're so obsessed with long hair, they know as soon as they say, this will grow your hair, you gonna run for it, right? All I would say, be careful what you're buying out there. That's about it. Okay, go ahead.
And make a quick buck, sell a growth oil. Our hair does not grow like that. It doesn't.
Like
and I'm
what?
gonna go here. I do not look feminine with natural hair.
That's a sad part for me. Oh, okay. Breathe. Think about what you're gonna say. Be mindful that these people were brainwashed and raised in a different time period. Okay. It's kind of sad. and and that is one of the reasons why I want to do natural hair. A lot of times people come to me and they say to me, oh, why don't you do braids? Why don't you do extensions? Why don't you add weaves? Why don't you add all of this? Like, you'll be making like a lot of money. These people charge so much money. And it's not that I don't know. I know how to do braids, like with extensions. And I learned pretty fast, so I'm sure I know how to sew, so I'm sure I could do a quick weave, right? I might not be at that level yet where I could like lay it all flat, and I don't think I'll ever be, because that's not my specialty. That's not what I want to specialize in. So I know a lot. These people make money. I know. However, I feel like I was put here to create something else, to help people with their natural hair, right? I feel like I was put here to help people embrace that, because it's so rare nowadays to find someone that truly embrace their natural hair. Like, we're just starting to do that. Like, before, I know a lot of my clients, and that's why I love talking to my clients too. They told me, like, I always ask them, have you always been natural? And sometimes they ask me too. And I've always been natural, but I know a lot of people had relaxers before. And they told me, yes, I had a relaxer. I stopped relaxing my hair like a couple years ago, or like a while ago. And they tell me why, like, their parents would relax their hair because it was too much to handle. Too much to handle, because in that time period, or in the time they were born, that's what it was. Natural hair was more of, it was seen as like, I don't know how to put it, but I don't know why they make it seem so like bad. Like, if you've been natural your whole life, like, it's amazing for someone. They're like, oh my gosh, like, how do you do it? I could never. You can. If you was raised with it, you was raised to embrace it, if you had the right people around you to help you with it, you could. Yeah, they see it more as a chore, and less as a, like, and less as love, you know. And I understand what she's saying, right? To a point I understand, because I always, again, from asking people questions, and I talk to anybody from any generation. So I've learned a lot about the way it was back then. You know, our hair wasn't professional, and especially like my locks right now like wouldn't be professional in a different time period. And we had to and it's still not till this day, it's still not in some companies, in some corporate world, right? We're not allowed to do certain styles, we're not allowed to come in with certain colors because it's not seem professional. I don't know how that correlates. You do you, boo. But yeah, and it's sad because that she said that, especially the part where she says she don't think she look feminine with her natural hair. Like, that to me is so sad, and that is why I choose to do what I do. I don't care if I'm not making a bunch of money, but I would much rather, like, I feel so much better. Like, you don't know how amazing it makes me feel. Like, I was born for this. I feel like God put me here for this. You don't know how great it feels for someone to walk in my shop with low confidence or thinking their hair is so much to handle. There's people who come in there, they're like, oh my gosh, my hair is so much. Like, some people would come to me and legit apologize for their hair for being too much. I'm like, no, your hair is not too much. I'm here. This is my job. You are paying me for this. And I like to educate people too. People knows, unless you're really quiet and you don't want to talk, I totally get it. But I still try to ask just a little bit of question. But people knows when they come to my shop, yes, they come to get their hair done, but they also go out with more information than they came in, because I'm an open book. You don't need to book a consultation with me, and a lot of people don't. Like, I have a consultation on my website, but I don't really do it unless it's a lot consultation. Yes, I have a lot consultation in color. That's about it. But people know, like, when they come with me, they get a free consultation. I will ask you about your past history with your hair. I will talk to you about what are you using now. I make sure to get all of the details from past to present, because I want to get a feel of who is sitting in my chair and what past experience that you didn't like. You know, what past experience that you did like. Yeah, and it's crazy that a lot of people have that instilled in their hair where they're still not comfortable with their natural beauty. They're still not comfortable with their natural hair, and that is why I want to do what I'm doing now. I mean, yes, I mean, I'm not gonna say I do not care about the money, but truly that's how I feel. But I know I cannot put it this way. I could probably try and put it in a nicer way. I mean, we have to survive off money. We need money to survive, yes, blah, blah, blah. However, you walking out of there a different person and more confident is more important for me. It's way more important for me. It's crazy how, like, how far we've come, but there's still a lot of work to be done. And I hope this inspires someone. If you was thinking about being a natural hairstylist, that you continue to pursue that, because there's a lot of work to be done, y'all, and we need more of us out there. Yes, a lot of the other hairstyles have money in it, but as a natural hairstylist you can also make money too. But it's very fulfilling. That's what I would say. It's very fulfilling. You get a totally different experience because you're the base, okay? And there's people who come to me and they're about to get braids, so we are the base. They start with us and they finish with us. I mean, I understand people back then that have that, like, mentality, because it was, again, instilled in their mind, and it's kind of hard to take it out. So that's why I love my young clients, like when I have kids, because I can instill that, the confidence in them as they're growing up. And it's amazing to me. Like, it's always amazing when kids, I've been doing their hair since they were like really young. Like, my youngest client is, I think, 3, but I start taking kids since they're like 2 or even younger. If you want to bring your kid out 1-year-old, listen, bring them all. It's okay. I will take them all. I will do their hair. And people know I'm very gentle with, like, anybody's hair, but especially with kids. As I was saying, that's why I love my kid clients now, because they are growing up with that confidence. Every time they come sit in my chair, I'm helping them love their hair a little bit more, so that they don't grow up with that mentality that they're not beautiful with their hair, you know, so that they're supposed to have a certain appearance, but they will know that they're so beautiful just the way they are. Anyways, that was a lot. My glasses just fell. It's okay. That was a lot, but I feel like I had to really touch on that. Like, yeah, it's a whole different time period, and I'm not gonna come for her too much because I kind of get it. I see everyone's point of view basically. And remember, guys, at one point, our whole features, they said we had a problem with. They didn't like our nose because it was too big. They didn't like our lips. They think our lips was too big. But guess what? It's all based on, as long as you're not letting other people's opinion come on you, then you'll be okay. That's why you need a strong base and a strong foundation, so none of that bothers you. Because listen, the same lips they were saying were too big, like, you know how many times I got bothered for my lips? And now it's a trend. Everybody want lip fillers. Everybody want. So yeah, anyways, let's go back to this. My phone's about to die too, so let's continue.
Then coupled with the fact that the hair doesn't grow as fast, no. Some women have the confidence, they have the beauty to be able to pull off a short natural. I do not.
She's wearing a bob with a straight wig, y'all. And the crazy part is, she is beautiful. She really is. Like, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I wish she had more people around her that would tell her how beautiful she is with her natural hair. But let's go.
Do not. And I think most black women do not.
No, I do not agree with that statement. My problem is when people start generalizing stuff. Most black women, please don't listen to this. Don't fall for this, please. See, if you got that instilled in you, okay, but don't try to instill that on others, because that's how we mess up. Okay, most black women don't look nice with short hair. You know how many women that I've seen with beautiful short hair? Like, my clients, you know how many big chops I did, and they look wonderful? What? I mean, I've been scared to do it just because I have a big old head, so I'm not sure how that will look. But I'm sure I could still rock it, and I will still be beautiful. Let's say, God forbid, I have a sickness or my hair fall out. I feel like God instilled that confidence in me, and I have people around me that instill that confidence in me, that I would still, and I have it within me to still feel beautiful without that hair, right? So it's sad that she doesn't, and yeah, again, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. But let's continue. But yeah, it bothers me when people generalize stuff. There's a lot of black women out there that are beautiful with short hair.
They do not. And for a lot of, I know me, I feel prettier with wigs or straight hair. I feel prettier. I feel more feminine with hair, wearing hair that mimics another race of people. And
that's sad. That is sad. Again, that's a whole thing in itself. Like, I cannot change that. I can't. That's her, and it's sad that that's the case. It's really sad that's the case, and I see a lot of people in the comments coming for her too. I mean, I mostly commented because I don't like the general things that she does. Okay, if you're feeling a certain way, that's fine, but don't try and still out other people. That's basically my point for this video. But it's sad that she doesn't feel beautiful with her natural hair texture. It really saddens me. Like, y'all don't even understand. I'm not even bashing this woman, which is why I'm not putting her name on there. But it's so sad that someone instilled that in her. Okay.
I know that's a shame, and I know that's some internalized self-hate. But listen, my eyes aren't fooling me. I don't look, okay? I don't.
And I can feel the pain within her while she's saying this, okay? And it's crazy because I initially made this video to you know, mostly like, I'm glad I didn't make this video before. You know why? Because I didn't watch the full video yet. I was just upset. As soon as I saw this video, I was upset. I was like, oh my gosh, what is she talking about? But as I continue watching, because I didn't watch the whole thing, right? I was like, I have to make a video about this. I have to make a video. But I'm glad I waited until after to make it, because I was gonna make it after work. I didn't have the right equipment. My camera and my ring light were at home. I only had my phone. I started recording it on my phone, and oh god, I started recording on my phone and I didn't have enough space, right? So I guess God wanted me to calm down a little bit. I went to church, rehearsal, youth rehearsal. So I guess I'm seeing it from a whole different perspective now. I feel like before I would have been a little bit agitated, but now I'm more of the I feel sad type, you know? And again, that is why I want to be a natural hairstylist. So I can help the next generation growing up, or even the generation that are here before, to help them just a little bit. I know it's gonna be hard. It is hard, y'all. It is hard. Because sometimes, like when my clients talk, they're like, my hair is so much, or like I don't think I could deal with it anymore. I want to cut it all off. I'm like, no, just hold on a little bit, please, you know. So it's hard being a natural hairstylist out there. It's definitely a challenge, but if that's really your calling, you'll be okay. God will show you the way you'll be shown how to handle certain situations. All right.
Don't look that good in any style, but definitely when my hair looks what it looks like natural. You know how some men, black men, they like a woman natural in theory, but if you put her side by side with a woman with a wig, they would choose a woman with a wig. I think a lot of black women are on that type of tip. We like our hair natural in theory. You know, we should like it in theory. We like it better on somebody else, but when it comes to us, we do not look feminine. You know, we do not look we do not look pretty. And the black community knows that we have those self-esteem issues. The black men and black women, they know we have these insecurities around our hair.
I was gonna try and finish watching it off camera because I didn't think she was saying anything else that I could comment on, but she did say something. So let's just listen to this part.
We have those self-esteem issues. The black men and black women, they know we have these insecurities around our hair. And instead of letting us be great, what do? Taunt and pit, and knowing everything that we're going through. Knowing that, for real, I don't want to wear straight. I don't want to wear straight hair. But I don't look good with my natural hair. And the natural wigs, they look like, you know, who done it and why. I'm not trying to go to work looking like Mufasa. So
there's a lot of black wigs that looks nice. But then again, it's so instilled in them that the straight look better. You can't convince these people. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to convince. Because you know how many curly wigs I've seen out there? I'm like, yo, if I were to wear a wig, that would be it. Like, I don't know. Me and straight hair is just, we don't get along because I wasn't raised with straight hair. So I guess it also goes back to people getting relaxers. So of course they're not used to their natural curly hair. They're not used to their coils. So they see themselves, when they look in the mirror, they see themselves as foreign because they're not used to it. They had a relaxer. So they go, of course they're going to go for the straight wigs. You know? I get it. I get it. And it's kind of sad. But I don't agree with her that the wigs are crazy. There's some straight wigs that looks crazy too. Baby, okay. But I don't agree that all natural, like curly wigs look crazy, because they don't, and they don't look like Mufasa. You just have to put some mousse in it and know how to handle it.
Much, but this is it, and y'all need to stop. Listen, it'll never change. It'll never change.
It will. Okay, I'm done. It will. It will change. It will change. It will change. It is starting to change, and I do believe it will continue to change. And it will change for the better. And that's why we need a lot more natural hairstylists, okay, to help with those insecurities. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. This video took a whole turn, but yeah, I think I will end on that note. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any comments, put them down below. Yeah, that is it, y'all. That is it. And if you're feeling like this, I'm sorry that that was instilled in you. I'm sorry that growing up you didn't have a role model to help you. I'm sorry that they ever made you feel like your hair was too much. I'm sorry they ever made you feel like you were too much. I'm sorry if you had bad experiences. Yeah, just I apologize for all the trauma and the self-hate that got instilled in you for you not to love yourself. But let's try and change that, y'all. If you feel like this and you want to come by, you think I can take on the challenge. Ask a lot of my clients. I can take on the challenge. Yeah, and I'm not saying these will go away in one day. That's not what I'm saying at all. It takes time. It takes time. Because it took time to build those insecurities, because they constantly told you your hair was too much. You was too much to handle. So it took time to build that wall. So it will take some time to break it back down, right? It will take some time. It's not an overnight thing. We are not magicians out there. We're just trying our best, okay? But take on the challenge. Try and embrace your natural hair. Try it. Just try it. Try a good hairstylist. I know, and I'm sorry too for the trauma that our hairstylist probably put you through. But find a good, and do your research. Do your research. Find a person who truly specializes in natural hair, because I know a lot of people like putting, that's another thing that bothers me about the beauty industry. They love, especially they know that's what's popular now out there right now, right? Because they know a lot of people are trying to embrace the natural hair. So they love putting that hashtag, putting that statement in their bio or anywhere on their business, natural hair care, natural hairless. But are you really providing people that? Because it's not just for a quick buck, y'all. It's not just a trend. People out there really need this. People out there are truly traumatized. People out there truly need this. Okay, I feel like I came here to preach to y'all. So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna cut this, but this is something that I'm really, really, really passionate about. And to be a natural hairstylist, y'all, I know some people might not understand. Some people will discourage you sometimes, but you got this. It's okay. You'll get through it. If it's truly your calling, you'll get through it. Anyways, y'all, this is the last part of the video. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And it's your favorite natural hairstylist, Izzy, also known as Crazy Beauty. I hope you guys have an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing month, an amazing year. I know it's crazy out there, y'all, but let's get through it. Let's do it. And don't forget, you can always book your appointment with me. Let me give you that experience that you never had before. Okay, let me give you that experience that you never had before. I got you. I promise. I will talk to you. I will listen to you. Any questions you have, don't hesitate to ask me. You can DM me on Instagram. Whatever. I am willing and able to talk to you. Anyways, y'all, I'm not gonna let this camera catch me one more time and talk about no more story. Anyways, and I have to go to sleep, y'all. I got clients tomorrow. Bye, y'all. I missed y'all, and yeah, I want to film like me doing my client's hair, but again, like I said, we talk about anything and everything else, so I don't want to put that on camera. I don't know if they'll be comfortable with me recording that whole session, so I don't know. But I'll try to at least get some more pictures for y'all and post it, because I have a lot of pictures on my phone that haven't been posted yet. Anyways, y'all, have a Again, I keep saying good night. I don't know when you're gonna watch this, but have amazing rest of your life. That works? Okay. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am Izzy, and here to make a change. Your natural hair is beautiful. You're naturally beautiful. If no one ever told you that, I am telling you that right now. You are naturally beautiful. Okay? By the way, y'all like my hair? I'll be walking around crazy, but I try to do something. My locks are growing. But anyways, y'all. Bye.